Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Hey guys, how you going? I'm not going very well, but I'm all right. I'm here. That's the main thing. I'm just not sleeping very well. That's all. So I'm very tired, but that's life at the moment. Shannon, how you going? Darren, how you going? Out to lunch? How you going? Charles, how you going? Miss, out to lunch? How you going? Kai, how you going? Deb, how you going? Sherry, how you going? Michelle, how you going? Paul, how you going? Alex, we got Alex in there. Oh, I've got a cat here that's running amok and has been for like the last 15 minutes. George, how you going? Who else have we got in here? Sherry, how you going? Kevin, how you going? Menacing Muskrat, how you going, guys? Okay, well, let's just get into a couple of things first. There's a solar eclipse coming up. Now, I believe they're calling, like, they're closed schools. They have, in the US, I believe, they are getting, I believe some places have called the National Guard. Bit strange. Did they do this the last solar eclipse? What are you doing? My cat. Okay, they didn't do any of this the last solar eclipse. Kids are told to stay home from school. People are told to stock up on supplies for about 2 weeks. And the cat's now clawing at the screen. I'm sorry, the camera's moving. It's attached to the top of my... No. She's going to do some major damage in a minute. She already has. She's moved my camera. Hang on one sec, guys. You little run amok, you. You really are. You just want attention, don't you? That's what it is. Okay, and you had an earthquake today. Your windows shook, Michelle. Oh, my goodness. Menacing Muskrat, me too, haven't been able to sleep. Okay, just checking. Yeah, so they've got that going on. The schools are closed. People are told to stock up for 2 weeks or so. I'd also be looking at what else is going on. Like, not just that. Look at other things that are going on too, because this just sounds too unreal, seriously. They've got something planned. Then they've got CERN starting up on the 8th of April. And NASA is launching a couple of 2 or 3 rockets up into the sky. And there's a comet with two tails coming through? I don't know, but just be aware, keep your eyes open, and honestly look for other things going on as well. That's all I can really say about that. I don't know much else about what's going on. And guys, if you've got a camera and you're in the US and any part of the areas that are going to be affected, get your camera out. But also look for other things going on. Also, when you hear the news, I've said this a long time ago, I'm going to say it again because it's been a while since I said anything, that when you listen to the news, be very mindful of the words they're using. Okay, because with the coof, the pandemic, a lot of people were saying, a lot of news reports were saying, died with. Not of, with. And that is very misleading. So just be aware of how news presenters present things, because they've got their own little language that they try and trap people with if they're interviewing people. Other than that, they try and influence how you think because of how they talk. So be very mindful about that. Okay, what have we got here? Just got to make sure I've refreshed the page and then show you guys. There's a lot going on. Scott Adams said, what the... David Sachs said, Blinken says that Ukraine will be joining NATO under Article 5. This means an attack on Ukraine will be considered an attack on the United States. If you want World War III, vote Biden in November. I'm just going to go through it because I'm going to go over to Rumble in a minute. Or not in a minute, in about half an hour or so. Rosita Diaz, we've got like Australian Labor and Greens owning the Senate. It's pretty much like the USA with the Democrats. We've got Craig Kelly. The new Governor General. Okay, she's woke. Geo Loftus shared something with me, which I will play on... will I play on... Yeah, I'll show you now. People are covering them. And the authorities are not allowed to remove them, these boxes, under their own law. You know, the cameras everywhere? Oh, here we go again. So that's what this is about, and I'll read that more on Rumble and talk about it a bit more. Just someone saying, conservative populists, what they stand for. What this person stands for, anyway. The Road Night. What happened to the $4 million donated that wasn't expended on the Voice campaign? Where did it go? Who knows? CERN's Large Hadron Collider. We'll talk a little bit about that. Union delegates. Now, oh my God, if you're in a union, honestly, it's not a good place to be anymore. It used to be. I don't even know if it ever was. But I've known people who were in unions way back when I was younger. They joined their union because, if there was a strike or something about the workers' pays or conditions or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Still seems like woke shit to me. Because something about Oprah. Because of Jay-Z. No, thank you. I don't want to... Oh, do I have to? Oh. Now, some of these are really old because the last couple of days I haven't bookmarked anything. I've been in a bit of pain, but it's all right. The lower standards from universities and more woke. This is the lady that is our new Governor General. Does that show you how woke she is? BLM. Black Lives Matter. Oh dear. And then you've got massive solar panel farm in Texas destroyed by a hailstorm. Not to mention all the toxins it's releasing into the soil. Do Australians have any fight left in them? I don't know. It doesn't seem that way. Like, some do. I'm not saying all Australians, but a lot of them, I don't know. More on Australia with Albanese boasting about job creation, but he's done the same thing Biden did. Of course, after COVID, people got jobs again, people had to go back to work. And you know what? Not only that, the new jobs that he actually has created, a third of them are for the NDIS. It's a National Disability Insurance Scheme. Scheme, all right. I don't get that. That's not something I get help with. Apparently people can get like lawns mowed, things done to their house to, accommodate their disability or whatever. Yeah. And drug addicts get it, but I don't. Oh, what are we living in? Seriously. Australia list of 20 corporate donations to The Voice. Okay, who have we got? Paul Ramsey Foundation, Givia, PTY, LTD, Yajilara Trust, ANZ Banking, Woodside Energy, Commonwealth Bank of Australia, the Westpac Group, of course, West Farmers, BHP Group, Rio Tinto, the Snow Foundation, Woolworths, Reef Shark Foundation, Sophie O. The NAB, that's our big banks. Oranges and Sardines Foundation. Have you ever heard of that one? Telstra, the Pratt Foundation, the Scully Fund, Lend-Lease Australia, and the B. McFly family. One sec, guys. I'm going to have to let the cat out. Let the cat out of the bag. Oh. Okay. Let's go. You want to go? How'd you go? What about you? Do you want to go too? Or are you going to wait till I sit down? You're going to wait till I sit down, aren't you? Oh. Yep, my cat's going to wait till I sit down before the other one wants out now. So, yeah, these are all the people that backed The Voice. Okay. Okay, you got Laverne Spicer getting quite spicy. Ooh. Joe Biden has consented to a cognitive test and says he'll resign if he fails. When's that happening? And what's this? This is a symbol from the FBI. Boy lover for symbol. Oh dear. The Pope's got it all over his, Ooh, not good. Something odd's going on with American bridges as well, according to Wyatt. More of Australia... they're still trying to push The Voice. And in South Australia, apparently, only around 8% of Aborigines voted for their state voice. In Victoria, it was 7%. It's becoming a joke. And they're still trying to push it in South Australia, apparently. And a digital ID bill was rammed through the Senate in Australia without a debate by just one vote. How does that happen? They didn't even get to read it either, I don't think. According to a lot of people, they haven't read it. No one was allowed to. It was one of those, like the USA had, the Green New Deal, was it? You weren't allowed to read it until it passed. Okay, you're not allowed to read things till they pass. Apparently Penny Wong has broken the law, according to Rosita Diaz. Oh my God. This is Samantha Mostyn. Albanese's just given her the highest office in the land. She's the only one who can dissolve our government, I believe. Is that the Governor General? I believe it is. Josephine Cashman is talking about the British royalty supremacy cult in Australia. Samantha Mostyn, that Governor General again. She's all for the Sustainable Development Goals. Here we go, Australia. What will it take for us to wake up, the rest of the people? I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if we can anymore. You just got to let this play out, I think, and I don't know. Something big could happen on the 8th. Maybe nothing will happen on the 8th, but I'd be prepared anyway. Okay, the government have been destroying documents. The Victorian government mainly. And the Premier of Victoria, Jacinta Allen, is angrily denying claims of a cover-up. I'd say, what the is that? Hey. Now, that's more of an alien than I've ever seen, to be honest. Or if I'm going to believe that they're reptilians, maybe looking at this I might. John D. Rockefeller will go into how he helped the pharmaceutical industry. Heal thyself first. I don't know. That's pretty shocking. Oh, yes, we've got the other one wanting to go out. I knew they were going to wait till I sat down. Oh, dear God. What am I going to trip over now? Out you go. Yep, they'll be trying to get back in shortly. Yeah, we've got Ashton Kutcher seems to expect subpoena in Diddy's child trafficking probe. We have Elon Musk suing the Australian government in free speech battle after its world first e-safety commissioner ordered an offensive post to be taken down. They did. It was one of those cross-dressers people. One of those. And J.K. Rowling has won a significant victory over Scotland's new speech restrictions. Here we go. I think the tables are actually turning. We're going to see it more and more. We're going to see it a lot more. Police Scotland won't charge J.K. Rowling over trans comments. Author vows to stand with any woman who calls a man a man. Okay, this is a very strange story. A 2-year-old toddler falls into a pool on the Gold Coast, right? The child's father, 38, and grandfather, 65, jump in to rescue the child. The child is saved, but both the adults drown. What? How the hell do you get to that age and not know how to get to the edge of a pool? Tragic, but how? It doesn't make any sense to me either. Seriously? I mean, all you have to do, even doggy paddle, right? Like, so you just do this until you get to the shallow end of the pool or where you can stand up and you walk over to the edge. That's if it's that deep. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is another one, Dr. C, IET 17. If your state declared a state of emergency for the eclipse, think of what that allows the governors of those states to authorise. Something's going down on 4/8 that isn't the eclipse. 4/8. Okay, this person has charity status. How on earth does any organisation that condones the spreading of hate speech and who supported terrorist Mohammed Elamar and Khaled Sharif gain approval as a charity organisation? More importantly, how have they retained it? A high-profile Sydney teacher, Abu Osaid, who urged people to spit on Israel so Jews would drown, and gave a series of anti-Semitic sermons, runs a registered charity called the Dawa Van, and he and other leaders from his centre use as a vehicle to convert young Australians and tourists to Islam. Charity status they give them here in Australia. Tom Fitton said, huge sources, UT lays off at least 60 employees previously in DEI-related position. They're shutting buildings off except to building a subset minority, i.e. left-wing gay activists amid a poverty-stricken dead street. Shops close everywhere, but an unused $36 million building is given to gay people, apparently. Okay, this is Rachel Crandall Crocker, the trans activist and therapist. He invented the Trans Day of Visibility. My mouth doesn't even want to say it. He says he chose March the 31st because he wanted some distance from the Transgender Day of Remembrance, November 20th, as well as Pride Month, which is in June. What did they just have then for the last month? What? Didn't they have a month just like last month or the month before? Okay, I don't know. They got a lot of days. Joey Manorino said Joe Biden just denied issuing a proclamation for Transgender Day of Visibility. See? On Transgender Day of Disability on Easter Sunday. When asked about it, he told the press pool, I didn't do that. He actually believes he didn't do that. And he's running the country? He can't even stand for trial. And because he's not cognizant enough, right, to stand trial for what he's done, but he's cognitive enough to run the country and the free world. Make that make sense? I don't know, I can't. Okay, this bloke who claims he's Aboriginal and has 2 English parents, okay, and ABC, our ABC here in Australia, backs him up all the way. Even though he's been proven not to be Aboriginal. Okay, we've got more on Australian politics. We have Timber, one of those cameras. Yep, this guy down here is having a go at it. We'll go into that on Rumble more. Hard to watch till the end, and yes, Hef was running the honeypot of the world way back when. Hugh Hefner, Playboy. This was one I found interesting. I don't know. Liz Churchill here is saying Bill Gates has AIDS. I don't know. But how ironic would that be? Okay, Russia has officially blamed Ukraine for the Moscow terrorist attack. This was back on April the 1st. I'm like 5 days overdue here. It's possible P. Diddy took a plea deal. When does a bird sing? Okay. Oh, Daniel Andrews and that motor vehicle accident. Oh, it's getting bigger again. Okay, what else have we got? News in by MasterChef Jeff. Elon Musk and X look to challenge Karen and the Albanese government in court to protect free speech in Australia. Thank you, Elon. And apparently we've got beaches now that are Indigenous protected areas where white people can't go. And we've got a whole lot more. We have a lot of people's opinions here. Okay, we've got more of those people. An Italian public prosecutor put 5 doctors and medical staff under investigation after an 18-year-old girl died after getting a jab. What's new? New research shows Australia's so-called fact checkers are biased. You don't say. Activist organisations who can't be trusted to enforce proposed incident. Oh, we could have told you that. Years ago, actually. Joey Manorino is calling for the Pope to immediately denounce Joe Biden for replacing Easter Sunday with Transgender Day of Visibility because it goes against God and the religion. And Joe Biden must be removed from the Catholic Church, says Joey Manorino. It's his opinion. A 5-year-old criminal. Oh, we got Miss McSpitty. I don't know if you remember the university lecturer or professor who spat at someone who did not believe in, was it masks, or he was asking her a hard question or something. She didn't like it, so she spat at him. Then people saying that everything we're being told is fake, the whole thing. You got Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced he will be fully sedated to undergo surgery for a hernia. This was on April the 1st. Charlie Kirk said Democrats say Trump supporters are a cult when they themselves do all this weird stuff. We got threads about art. It's quite disturbing. You want to tune in for that one. We got Trudeau. He finally admits failure. He can't even hide it. After 8 years of his Liberal government, Canadians will struggle to save money, pay bills, fuel their vehicles and own a home. Canadians need to get rid of him. The only question now is which country will he flee to in exile? Okay, eventually people will run out of patience. There's always a release valve. I'm still waiting for it. And I was going to say, I wish I could be in the US for this solar eclipse thing, but actually I'd be pretty useless. I'm useless. I'm broken. So yeah, I had a feeling, or I had a hope maybe, that I was going to be healthy when this all came down. And I would be alive and healthy and, ready to go. Until 2 weeks ago. When I found out, whoops, maybe not. Anyway. Okay, and Matt Wallace is asking, what do you notice about a video about Joe Biden and Barack Obama landing in NYC? It looks, it looks fake. Digital ID, the Australia card on steroids. And I remember back in 1987, everyone was against this, right? An Australian card, an identity card. And now people are just willing to go with it, I think. I'm still waiting for that breaking point. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, citing immense pressure from the United Nations, is considering immediate resignation after a week-long unprecedented backlash from Australians after forcing Agenda 2030 at rates that are untenable. Albo will advise in 7 weeks. That's not immediate resignation. I'd say immediate resignation is like now. Now? Not in 7 weeks. But I hope he does. Okay, and I think... No, we've still got more. We've still got masks to go through. We've got Frank Zappa. Apparently he said something in 1986. The biggest threat to America today is not communism. It's moving America towards a fascist theocracy. Prohibition was a lie too, apparently, along with everything else we've been told. Yeah, foreign aid to Ukraine, BlackRock money launderings. Yeah, well, pretty much. And there's video of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. reveals shocking truths about Ukraine-Russia war. BlackRock is owned by the 13 families, apparently. President Trump on Judge Engoron and Letitia James. Yep, X to challenge the Australian censorship. Again, I've put some things in here twice, obviously. I've forgotten that I've bookmarked something and done it again. Okay, for Malcolm Roberts, for 140 years, from 1850 to around 1990, Humans in formerly free countries like the USA, the UK, Australia and parts of Europe made remarkable progress due to ever-increasing real energy prices and increased productivity and wealth and raised standards of living. Since 1975, governments in those nations have dishonestly adopted UNWEF policies that artificially increase energy prices. Reversing human progress with relentless energy price increases, destroying productivity and standards of living. Energy prices and freedom are two keys to human progress. And this is news.com saying the absolute betrayal of the people. Australian living standards in terminal decline, economist warns. Australia is on track to obliterate last year's record immigration as causing living standards to collapse. Is anyone surprised? Okay, and more of don't forget Anthony Albanese here in Australia attempted to sell us the lie that the violence in Alice Springs could be stopped with a $100 million race-based bureaucracy, aka the failed voice to Parliament. The violence in Alice Springs this week is being caused by mob revenge attacks after a young man died after hanging out of a stolen car that crashed. Those on their revenge binge are reported to be family members using that death as an excuse to smash windows, rob businesses, and seriously injure members of the community, or as mainstream news says, commemorating the death. Two family groups ravaged Alice Springs with bats, tomahawks, axes, knives, clubs, and their bodies which they smashed into businesses, of which I've seen some footage. Let me tell you, Australians are going to learn the hard way why they need to be armed. The great equaliser. And an armed society is a polite society because you don't want to get your head blown off. Pretty much. That has nothing to do with racism as claimed by BLM activists in the cities and everything to do with the massive internal cultural problem where certain regional communities engage in the ancient tradition of tribal revenge. It's the same reason all those homes were burnt down in the Northern Territory a few years ago and is the primary source of violent flare-ups. Where are the activists trying to re-educate remote communities to stop the cult of tribal revenge? Why are law-abiding citizens in regional Australia forced to lock themselves in their home on a regular basis while thugs rampage through the streets? If it were any other group doing this, it would be front-page news around the world. But not here. There's some rumours going on about a certain premier getting banged by a former tyrannical premier in a love shack in Brighton. Wonder who that is. And Trump's bond was reduced from the $454 million down to $175. I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't been paying attention to the court cases, which I probably should. I spoke to a US MJ Truth Ultra, who's a navigation. Oh, it was some interesting stuff about the ship being intentional. We've got something on Lucy Turnbull, Malcolm Turnbull's wife, who lives at Point Piper. Oh, he's calling for another 90,000 tradies plus their families, 360,000 people to immigrate to southwestern Sydney. Great idea. Dickhead. She wants some cheap tradies who don't do a good job. Not trained the same way. You need to train Australians. The trades are where it's at. If your country starts to fall apart and buildings are falling apart, who are you going to call? You going to call the banker? What's he going to do? He can't build anything. You need the tradies. Okay, more on that. Oh, this is the picture. Australian government threatens X over post critical of who? Trans activist. Australia's censorship czar pressures Elon Musk's X platform to delete a billboard Chris post deemed offensive, threatening astronomical fines. So if this video gets removed, you know why. If I get, it'll be that one. And a black swan event? I don't know. That was about the bridge thing. And I think we know the rest. We know that Jay-Z's been taken in. An activist protesting with cash. Who is Rachel? Oh my God, I've bookmarked so much here, guys. Okay, well, with that, we're going to go back here. And I'm going to read some comments before I go on Rumble and tell you the rest of it. Okay, we got out to lunch in there. Earthquakes and MRT's golf course in New York around a 5. I think GP has it on their site. Wow. Out to lunch said it's 2 degrees warmer in Sydney, Australia now than here in northeast Mississippi. Where I am, it's a little bit cooler than that. But I'm outside of Sydney. I'm up in the mountains, so it's always cooler up here. What have we got right now? What is the temperature where I am? I know it's going up. It was 12 before. It's 13. 13 degrees Celsius. So, but it's warm. It's going to be warmer in Sydney today. Charles said, hope you're doing well and there's a plan to get you healed up. There is actually. I'm seeing the osteopath this week. Yeah. And apparently, so everyone says we've got free healthcare here in Australia. That depends on what you're doing, right? If you just want to see a doctor, you can bulk bill it on Medicare. Okay, so you don't have to pay for it. But only if you've got a pension card or a healthcare card from the Australian government, which means you're on benefits. Okay? But nothing else is free. If I have to go and see a back specialist, that's not free. The osteopath is not free. So everything else other than the doctor, yeah, so I've got a small loan I've had to take. I've had to borrow some money so I can get some treatment. So shit. So I don't know how people who are on low income, seriously, how they get by, because they'd still have to pay for the doctor's visit, and then they'd have to pay full price for all their medications. And then on top of that, they'd also have to pay, because maybe they don't have health insurance, like really low income earners. I don't know how they could afford health insurance. But anyway, I wonder how they go with seeing doctors and specialists and getting x-rays and things like that. They don't exactly encourage it, you know. Okay, Kai said, I'll try to make it, but it's been hell lately. Might just cry in the shower for a few. Oh, Kai. My heart goes out to you, mate, seriously. Shannon said, morning all, Cobra Kai. Morning, Cobra Kai. And Deb said, hello. And Shannon said, hey, Debs, drove past your exit on Wednesday. Michelle App said, hello, everyone. Sherry said, hey, Hev, hey, everyone. Alex said, hey, Heaven, everyone. Paul said, hey, Heaven, hi there. George said, hi, Heaven, everyone. Timmy, how you going, Timmy? I didn't see you in there. Good to see you. Sherry said, hello, Alex. Kevin said, g'day, Heaven, all in the chat. Out to lunch said, well, looks like rain. Monday eclipse day. Really? Might be very dark for a few minutes. Alex said, just made it. Menacing Muskrat said, hello, all. Shannon said, hey, Paul, is that the dog from the movie, Paul? Oh, do you mean his, is there a picture or something? And Paul said, Shannon, with question marks? Yeah, I'm going, hey? I don't know what Shannon's talking about either. Sorry, Shannon. Shannon said, Simon Pegg movie called Paul. I've never heard of it. Michelle said, we had an earthquake today, windows shook. Menacing Muskrat said, me too, I haven't been sleeping either, crazy. You know what my problem is? I've realised I don't have chronic fatigue syndrome. I'm chronically fatigued from having to move all night long. You shook me all night long. My back. I can't stay still when I've realised. So I'm not getting much sleep at night because I'm constantly moving around. Because just when I think I'm comfortable, I go, oh, no, I can feel a twinge there, got to roll again. So I'd say I haven't been sleeping well for nearly 20 years. Shit. No wonder I feel like I've got chronic fatigue. And Deb said, hey, Timmy. And everyone's saying hello, Bella, because she was up here. And George said, I was watching Funky Prepper early on and he mentioned this, Hev. There you go. I just want everyone to just be aware, not just of the eclipse and what's going on with that, but anything else that's going on. Just notice and video if you can. If anyone, most people have a phone, so we can video things, pretty easily. Dana, how you going, Dana? She said, cheeky pussy, but we love them. Shannon said, extreme close-up. Oh, you didn't, did she? Oh, sorry. I am so sorry about that. Okay. She was rubbing up against this earlier, and it's covered in hair, and I keep getting hairs in my mouth and on my face. Sorry, guys. Oh, out to lunch said centre of Trump's golf course. Hey, Mouse of Doom, how you going? Your message was retracted. I don't know if you did that or YouTube or who did what. Deb said rocket. Shannon said I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Is it DeVille? Paul said Shannon, hi. No, it's my own dog, Kaiser. Sorry to disappoint. Oh, cute. Mouse of Doom said it's all crazy bread and circuses. Yeah, I'm just going to, I'll be sitting back watching, but people are saying the electricity could go out, the internet could go down, all that sort of stuff. So just be aware. And Deb said, hey, Kevin, I can't see Kevin in here. Hello, Kevin, how you going? Why can't I see some people? I've got the live chat, not the top chat, so I should be able to see people. Alex said, yeah, I've heard loads of people speaking about the eclipse, lots of things happening that day, April the 8th. They've already fired up bits of CERN in March, but we're going full power on the 8th. Yes, I saw that interview too. And George said, I don't watch MSM News. That's fair enough. When I see it, I do see it though on Twitter, and when I do, it's just like the language they use is very, very deceitful. I'll say that much. Sherry said, supposed to have earthquakes here on eclipse. I'm on the New Madrid fault line. Talk of baddies letting go of a biologic. On crowds, I'm not going out. Yeah, I don't blame you, Sherry. And you're on the Madrid fault. Oh, the New Madrid fault line. You be careful. Mouse of Doom said the news people talk using odd mouth words. They are like they're on crack. Well, I just watched an interview between Don Lemon and Elon Musk, right? And Don Lemon, I don't know what his name is. Anyway, that guy. And that Elon was answering his questions, and he kept asking the same question and saying his evidence while not showing any. So I don't know what evidence he was talking about, and it's very deceiving to regular people. I'm telling you now, it's very deceiving. Who was it actually? Maybe I could find out. So you can go and watch the clip yourself if you feel like it. What was it? His name is Martin Decoder. In other words, decode, decode. What went wrong in Don Lemon and... So it's Don Lemon. Hang on one sec.
I believe in free speech.
Interview about free speech. What went wrong in Don Lemon and Elon Musk's tense interview about free speech? It's by Martin Decoder. If you search his name, he's got 179,000 subscribers. If you search his name, it should come up. So, yeah, and it's very interesting to watch because you see how they go at it. And the guy even explains. Martin Decoder himself explains what you're seeing and points it all out so you can see how they fool people. Shannon said, died with a comet which had two tails. Oh, thank you, Menacing Muskrat. She's put my Rumble channel in there. Kevin said neuro-linguistic programming NLP is what the news use to get an emotional response. Dana D said, I bet nothing will happen on the 8th of April, nothing on the day. I think it's a starting date for something they want to do in the world. They just need people's attention and energy to do it. Maybe. I've heard there's a lot of rituals going on too that day from the other side of things. No, you're not coming in. Don't. Oh my God, they're going to destroy that thing I've put under the door. Alex said, I felt a bit weird the past few weeks. Loads of weird dreams, so many disasters and strange weather too. George said, the comet's called the Devil's Comet. There you go. Michelle App said, I heard that CERN was taken over by the good guys. Let's hope so. Because it could be then the start of something interesting. Alex said, I think similar Dana D stuff may happen after that day. Definitely a few more earthquakes, tornadoes after they've turned CERN on in March, though. Shannon said, Ashton Kutcher will be next to go down with Diddy and Jay-Z. Yeah, the fake human trafficking chaser. Alex said, Devil's Horn Comet now. Some dodgy stuff there, George. Kevin said, if it's a union job site and you're not a union member, you can't work on the site, like paying mafia fees. There you go. Deb said, bridges getting hit with barges. Flyby Stew, how you going? Everyone's saying hello. Alex said, I'm not so sure. They would surely shut it down if it was taken over by good guys. So many rituals have been performed outside it too. Yeah, that was 2015 when they did that, like, really weird ritual. Sherry said, I'm hearing Collider in hands of white hats. They're doing something can't explain, that NASA is using the rockets to stop them. They're moving us to better timeline or something, don't know. That's interesting, Sherry. Very interesting. And I hope that's what it is. Mouse of Doom said, let the cat out before it decides to poop in the house. Sherry said, too complicated for my wee mind. Oh, don't worry, look. I'm accepting whatever's going to happen, like just whatever. If nothing happens, that's fine. Like, not fine, but, you know, it is fine. There's nothing you can do. But just look out for what happens after that as well, because it could be start of something else. Alex said, remember when Ashton found that woman murdered who was supposed to be going on a date? Who he was supposed to be going on a date with? Yes, I remember that. Mouse of Doom said, isn't that the Aldi sign? Is it? How did I not notice that? Hang on a sec. Let me have a look. Oh, it's close, not quite, but it's very close. That's the Aldi sign. Close. George said the Pope likes boys. Alex said bloody evil monsters. Shannon said Ashton is also on some board to fight child trafficking, etc. Yeah, that normally they get on that because they interfere. Shannon said, who was that 70s actor show who was in jail for pedos? Oh, yeah, I can't remember his name. Mouse of Doom said, stock up on toilet paper, garlic and crucifixes, Bible beans and blended bottled water. Alex said, I've not heard about that. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Would be nice if they shut the whole thing down and stop spending so much tax money on it. Shannon said, oh, look, Alex, speak of the devil. Deb said, drunk maybe? Shannon said, or use the pool leaf net. Shannon said, I'm hungry. What should I have for breakfast? Oh, don't start this. George said, free the world from Islam. Old school Pete, how you going? G'day, Australians. Big up J.K. Rowling. So funny, these demons being whacked by her. Even the wizards and witches hate those blue-headed muggles. And Shannon said, crumpet with Vegemite and egg. Ooh. Deb said, let us become a charity. Yeah, why not? Kevin said, fruit. Deb said, yummy. Robert, how you going? Live in Dallas, Texas. Solar eclipse Has a good chance being clouded out. We'll see. It'll just go dark for a few minutes, I think. Deb said, I got pizza. Alex said, made a nice fry up, Shannon. Luckily I ate it before we went live. Old School Pete said, been a while since Scotland had a win over the left. I'm celebrating. Yeah, I would too. Dana said, also regarding the emergency declaration on the eclipse, if they can declare an emergency just for that, imagine what else they can do in the future. It's called conditioning the minds of the masses. Yeah. True, Dana. Sherry said, not a therapist I'd want to see. He'd more confused than me. Mouse of Doom said, yeah, but you got to have fun. Shannon said, J.K. Rowling has a tattoo of the writings the same as the Baphomet has written on her arms. Deb said, test his blood. Yeah, that fake Aboriginal. They won't. The ABC give him a free ride and just pretend he's still Aboriginal. Like he's got any authority at all. He's the one that said they had farms and everything before White Australia got here. And buildings, apparently. Shannon said, Biden will have a cheat sheet for his test, but will still F it up. Out to lunch said, that dude's whiter than I am. Yeah, exactly. Alex said, does she? I know she has dared the police to arrest her over Scotland's new hate law. Shannon said, grotto cam. Old School Pete said, Shannon, really? Weird. George said, Bill Gates won't be missed. Sherry said, couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Bill Gates, true justice. Hey, Judy, how you going? Alex said, it wouldn't surprise me maybe why man Linda divorced him. He's one of Epstein's regulars, apparently. Billy Goat has never had his own children either. Or jabbed either. Old School Pete said, what happened to Bill the Shill Gates? Well, I don't know. Apparently, someone said he's got AIDS. I don't know if that's true or not, but would be ironic if it was. George said he's meant to have AIDS, Pete. Alex said grim. Sherry said he supposedly has AIDS. Yep. Alex said the whole house of cards is falling down and I'm here for it. Yep. I can't do much but sit there and watch it. Walk around, actually. I can't sit still for long either. I've got to get up and walk around the house. Paul said, heaven all, I'll try to get back. Be well all. You too, Paul. If we're not here, we'll be over on Rumble. And there's a link in the chat for it. Flyby's Juice said, satanic scumbags, the lot of them. Shannon said, Melinda Gates, the man. Tim Eyre said, oh, Hev, all your ailments are reversible. I believe that. I believe they are. Tim Eyre, I do believe they are. It's just getting in to see these people. It's oh, sorry, my chair's squeaking. I'm trying to get comfortable here. Yeah, it's just trying to get in to see these people because one of the back specialists they said it was a neurologist, but I don't know if it is. They can't see me till the 30th of May. And so he's written me a referral to someone else to see if they can get me in any sooner. So we'll see. Old School Pete said the rich can cure that, can't they? How did he get at Elton John's parties? Zal said, g'day, Hev and chat. Hey, Zal, how you going? Hey, Zal, I seen you in someone else's comments the other day and I commented underneath. But these days, if you get a reply to a comment on someone else's stream, sometimes you can't see those replies. You'll get a notification you got a reply, but you can't see it, it's gone. So I don't know if that happened with mine, but I did say hello to you and good to see you. On someone else's video. I can't even remember whose video it was. Oh, Aussie Fan Channel. Zal. Aussie Fan Channel. Old School Pete said Gates needs a med bed, lol. Oh, I need one too. Chime said not to worry, I'll be happy to help build an action plan. So you'll be back in tip-top shape for the apocalypse with the rest of us. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. I really do. One sec, guys. I've got to just have a little cough and I don't want to cough in your ear. By the way, I've got a patch on. Nicotine patch. So we'll see how we go. Fingers crossed. Alex said, God bless you, Timmy. Yeah, I agree. God bless you. I would really appreciate that, actually. I need to know what exercises I can do, what kind of exercises, because I'd like to start, building it. And I'll probably get more off the osteopath as well. Shannon said, China doesn't have to follow emissions controls. No. They're the biggest users of coal in the world. No one goes after China. No, Greta. She's not protesting the Chinese embassy wherever she is she? Alex said, best doctor in the house. And Deb said, our Hev needs a foundation. Yep. So does this house, actually, I found out in the last few days with the rain and the wind. It feels like I'm going to be, what's it called? Wizard of Oz. The house is just going to lift up and fly away one of these days. Old School Pete said, Tim said, oh, thanks, Alex. Old School Pete said, Tim, see, you were a bit of a hero with helping Hev out with the medical advice. Respect, sir. Definitely. I have a lot of respect for Tim. I really do. Zal said, g'day, Shannon. And Shannon said, hey, Zal. Shannon said, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Deb said, I agree 100%. Thank God for Tim. Me too, honestly, because I wouldn't probably understand as much as I do. And talking to Tim actually helped me work out when it actually happened, believe it or not. Just thinking about it while I was messaging him back and forth. And it was, it just clicked when it happened. George said, us British need to be armed as well. Yes, I believe we're all going to find out the hard way. I've been saying Australia for years, but yeah, British, Canada, New Zealand, I think we're all going to find out the hard way why we need to be armed. Menacing Muskrat said Trudeau's brother is wanting to go on the Tucker Carlson show to reveal information regarding the deals Justin made with you-know-who. That would be interesting. I'd love to see that one, Menacing Muskrat. Sal said they're deliberately importing replacement populations. Yes, they are. Shannon said pay it in cash. Hey, Huggett and Munnon, how you going? Hi there. Deb said healing is more important right now, our Hev. Yep, it is. Sal said, yeah, imagine if a group of white males went around causing mayhem. Heaven forbid, could imagine the uproar. Oops, hang on. It just jumped on me. It jumped. Okay, where am I? Oh, wow, I was way back in the chat. Okay. Zal said that Baltimore Bridge collapse was a manufactured event. Yeah, that's what the Black Swan thing was, that person was talking about Black Swan. And how do we know this one isn't a Black Swan event? How do we know that what's going on the 8th isn't the same? I don't know. Just be wary. Be wary of everything. Be critical of everything. Sal said plenty of dodgy tradies in Maryland's Hev. Oh, I could imagine. Maryland's? I can imagine the area. I know the area. That was being taken over before the West, like they went further out west. Maryland's is one of the first to go. Parramatta, actually, as well. It's not much better. Old School Pete said, same everywhere you go. Certain communities should be banned from owning anything more dangerous than a mop, and even then they'll turn it into a spear and wig for baby's mums. Old School Pete said, Philadelphia, I'm looking at you. Deb said, I'm so glad my son is 2-year apprentice plumber. Yeah, honestly, the trades are the way to go. Oh, shit. It scared the life out of me. Do they have medical membership groups there in Australia? I have catastrophic insurance coverage, which I use for my leg, for my other needs. I joined a medical group and they pay a monthly fee of $89 and $50 per visit. This includes CT, MRI, X-ray, etc. I don't think we've got anything like that. I don't know. Does anyone in Australia know if we've got anything like that? Thank you so much, Timmy. Scared the life out of me. I think my volume's up really loud on these earphones. God love you. But thank you so much. And I don't know, can anyone in Australia tell me? Do we have any medical groups that you can pay a monthly fee and $50 per visit, which includes CT, MRI, X-ray, etc.? I haven't heard of anything like that here. But, yes, all this free medical's not all it's cracked up to be, I'm telling you. Because it's not really free. Still got to pay for... Anyway. Alex said, I heard Jay-Z and Beyonce are splitting their assets but not getting divorced. Oh, maybe that's got something to do with the executive order that Donald Trump signed saying if you're involved in trafficking, they can take everything off you. Does anyone remember that? Maybe that's why. She'll be dragged in sooner or later. George said, good to see you back, Hev. TJ happy. Tweet, tweet, dear ones. How you going, TJ? Good to see ya. Alex said the shite was well and truly hitting the fan for these monsters. Well, I'm seeing Australia start to go off now, so I'm just waiting. Zal said, so if I'm offended with the government's behaviour, too bad, huh? But someone can be offended with anything I say on any platform and that's it, I'm done. Exactly, Zal. Out to lunch at 18 degrees Celsius here. Wow. Shannon said they're almost always manufactured events, Zal. I'm wondering about this one too, seriously. With CERN and NASA and... We'll see. Deb said 9:07 a.m. Adelaide going to be 22 degrees Celsius, not moist. Same here, Deb. I've got the same weather right up here, 22 max today. And partly cloudy, a little bit moist because it's been peeing down for 2 days straight, quite heavy rain. Just waiting for the landslip. Get me out in the country as quick as possible. Zal said, Shannon, I used to follow PK Truth when he first started exposing all these events over a decade ago. They're all manufactured. I did too, Zal. PK Truth, is he still around? He was an Aussie that was calling all the American stuff out as well. Deb said you can get 5 visits to a specialist. No, apparently I can't, even with a management plan. The plan gets you half price on the osteopath, but that's it. Here in New South Wales anyway. I don't know. But I have to pay around $60 to see the osteopath each visit. And for the specialist, it's $350 to see a specialist, maybe $330 to $350. It's sell an arm and a leg to fix my back. Oh dear. But yeah, actually, Timmy, the money that you've sent me, I'm going to put towards all my medical help. Thank you so much. God love you. But I'm going to put it towards the medical side of things at the moment because it's all coming up and I have to get it done. So, Deb said 9:07. Oh, yep, I did read that. Zal said, oh, yeah, I read that one. Yep, I read Deb's one. George said 14 degrees Celsius in London. There you go. Judy said, we need the med beds pronto. Oh, yep, definitely do. Deb said, thank you, George. Out to lunch said, bring back witch doctors. Sal said, Hev, we haven't got too long to wait before the event, so don't worry about your loan. Oh, I know, but I still, you know, I still think I'm going to have to pay it, so I don't know. I'm just looking that way, just in case, you know. I look at all possibilities. Try to. I don't always think of them all, but I think of a lot because I've got a really good imagination. Alex said they've been manufacturing these things for decades. Remember the hole in the ozone layer? Yeah, that was right above Australia, apparently. If you're in the UK, did they say it was above the UK? If you're in the US, did they say it was above the US? Or were they saying it was above Australia? Because that's where we heard it was. I'm just wondering. Because I wonder if they tell every country, oh, it's above your, you know, your country, to try and scare people. I don't know. Cynthia, how you going? Happy Friday, love to all. Alex said, gone with all their money they laundered. Shannon said, watch it, it's great. Deb said, you can get scare plan, but only 5 visits. I get it for my neck and very severe in injury. I don't know why, but I wasn't able to get... Oh, God love you, Timmy. When Obamacare was forced upon us in the States, many physicians and medical practices like my own started groups of practices working together. Dentists, general, psychiatric, and so on. Pick a specialist. It's in the group off the insurance grid. Wow. I don't know if anyone... I'm going to have to look for it, Timmy. I'm going to have to search around and see if there's anything like that. Because that sounds reasonable. Like, that sounds good. And, you know, there's going to be, when they keep doing these things, another side's going to pop up. And that's the side we're all going to go to. Shannon said, your mission for the weekend is to watch the movie Paul. Oh, okay. Alex said, I'm so glad you finally have answers now. First step to getting better. So am I. Honestly, I'm happy to know. I know what to look for, what to take care of, and I now know where the pain's coming from because I can feel it. Wow. All this time I thought it was my stomach hurting and it was my back. It was hurting my stomach too, but it was from my back. Deb said you would feel that way with your back. Deb said, yeah, Shannon, I'll watch Paul. I love Paul. Kevin said, Hev, you should read the Borax Conspiracy. It might help you. Oh. George said, Paul's a good movie. Okay. Shannon said, all fear-based stuff. Alex said, I think so too, Shannon. Deb said, yes, Shannon, lots of fear-mongering. Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, I'd be prepared, but don't freak out, you know. Eyes open, no fear. How's that? Keep your eyes open, keep your cameras at the ready, but no fear. And look, you may run out of battery before, you know. If the power goes out, I'm saying, like, things might happen, but I don't know. If you've got a backup, try and keep another backup turned off so that you save the battery and turn it on when you need it. Alex said, trying to get our energy, try to stay positive, no fear. Flyby Stu said, take your smart telly and bend it round the nearest lamppost. I haven't heard someone say that for a long time. Bend it round the nearest lamppost. George said, I don't own a smart TV, neither do I. Flyby Stu said, Funky Prepper, biggest fear mong on the internet. Yeah, I don't like people who spout fear a lot. I'm aware, but not scared. But I also, you know, I just want to be healthy again, fit and healthy. Shit. Anyway. Alex said, naughty kitty cats. Yeah, honestly. Menacing Muskrat said, 12 Ponds Brooks, a.k.a. Devil's Comets. Devil's Comet. Flyby Stew said, and had a telly since 2020? Haven't had a telly? Zal said, don't believe the hype, peeps. The Kabbalah done. I believe that too, Zal. I do. They're done. They're just like hanging on for dear life, really. You can see it. And even in the TV presenters, they're starting to panic. Alex said, I haven't had a telly, but I have a telly, but only watch YouTube on it when I turn it on. Mostly use my laptop. Menacing Muskrat said, CERN is trying to rip through the veil. Yeah, well, didn't the Bible say the veil will come down and they'll all be exposed, won't they? Isn't that how it works? Alex said, the pendulum's about to swing the other way and bring them all down with it. Hey, Susie, how you going? Your message got retracted. I don't know if you or Google did it or YouTube or whatever, but how you going? George says, CERN is messing with things it won't be able to control. Susie said, hi, everyone, bringing you all luck for Monday. Oh, God love you. Shannon said, breakfast was delicious. Good. Menacing Muskrat said, well, got to feed my very big pups. I'll give them a big hug for me. God love them. Sal said, folks, there's more than one CERN around the world. They're part of a control room network that projects this reality. That wouldn't surprise me either, Sal. You've heard of the simulation theory, haven't you? Deb said, pizza. Oh, going down well. George said beer and a joint taste good as well. Susie said, how are you, Hev? I read your comment. What happened? How did you find out about the lung stuff? So sorry, been busy looking after my mum, but have missed you all. I did a video on it, the last live stream I did, which was, I think, last week. I went and got a CT scan of my whole spine because I've been having a sore back, and it's bringing back a sore stomach, which I haven't had for years, or is bad, you know. Anyway, it started coming back quite bad, so I went to the doctor and I wanted a full x-ray of my back. He sent me for a CT scan, which picked up the lungs, the pancreas and the kidney, as well as a broken spine. So, and it's an old injury, so I know exactly when it happened, and I know exactly what it is, and I know it's exactly why my stomach's hurting, because it's not quite my stomach. Alex said, I think I heard that a while ago, not sure where the other one is. I know there are more than one harp. There are, and there's more than one CERN, apparently. I believe there's one in the US. I mean, there could be one in Australia for all I know. Zal said, the Australian Aboriginals did have farms, Hev. He's actually right there. I don't know about that. I think they were more hunter-gatherers, Zal. Out to Lunch says, some people are so dumb you have to tell them to turn the lights on when it's dark. I'll wait to find out anyway, Zal. If they did that, then I'll eat my words. But as far as I know, they were tribes. They were, they'd travel. So they didn't have farms. They'd go winter, summer, different places. They had different places for different meetings and things as well, you know, and that's what I've heard anyway. And they were hunters and gatherers. So they went and found the Bitchute grubs and they hunted animals, probably kangaroos and that, and ate them. And Alex said, we've missed you too. I hope you and your mum are well, Susie. Everyone's saying hello, Susie. Menacing Muskrat said, celebration song. We'll have a good time. It's about time. Celebration times, come on. Old School Piece, I just realised I was not in the live chat. Sorry if I've missed anyone earlier. I do that sometimes. Susie said, hi, Tim and everyone else I missed. Mitzeltz says, locust coming? Who knows? Alex said, if you push newest comment, usually all the comments show up now if they are hidden. Hopefully, yep. But when you go into people's comments sections after the video's done, right, you know, the normal comments section, if it says so many comments and you only see one or two, say it says 5 comments and you only see 1 or 2 comments, hit newest. It's next to top comments and it'll show you all the comments. It should. Doesn't always, not all, you can't see the replies sometimes still. George said, locust burgers coming, lol. Zal said, sorry, Hev, I didn't get the notification. That's all right. Deb said, government has hidden anything that Aboriginal people did have. It doesn't fit their narrative. Alex said, yes, I heard the cicadas are going out. Yeah, cicadas are coming out in the US, I believe. We had them here a few years ago. Deb said, yeah, safe way to exercise. Susie said, Hev, I can't work out how half a world away you and I always have the same ailments. I think you got type A blood like me. That would explain a lot. No, I'm an O. I can't remember if it was positive or negative, but O. O. Something just vibrated somewhere. Or buzzed in my ear. I don't know. Okay. Where am I up to? Old School Pete said 5 Hail Marys and you're forgiven, Zal. Mitzelt said I heard not this many types and places for 200 years. Deb said, oh my God, you'll have to move. Susie said, apparently the best view for eclipse is Niagara Falls. Alex said, we're not in Kansas anymore. Toto. Mitzelt said, who's in totality zone? Messing Muskrat said, cicadas have. Remember when we went 4chan, 8chan, then cicada, then keyboard? But the something of cicadas that are going to hatch, they are using the same symbol as used for cicadas. Oh, yeah, the cicada. I think it's connected. That was a weird thing, cicada. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up on YouTube. Shannon said, yowie, old mate. Hey, Wheezy, how you going? He said, hello, wrong'uns. Oh, God, love you, Wheezy. Conchega Yowie, how you going? Wheezy said, hi, Miss Hev, happy Friday. Yep, happy Friday to you too, Saturday here in I was going to say the US. In Australia, shit. I don't even know where I am right now. George said, I remember Cicada, the online puzzle. Deb said, hey, Wheezy, old school. Pete said, Yellow Brick Road and Belt Initiative all the way to Kansas. Wheezy said, hello, Alex. Hello, Deb. Hello, everyone. Alex said, I remember that. Cicada mystery went all over the world, I think. Yeah, they did. They had to travel to work out these puzzles. And the people who won haven't been heard of. I don't know. No one knows. And everyone's going, Timmy. Wheezy said, old school Pete, do you still have that video of me and Uncle Terry? Oh, that would be interesting. Shannon said, Wheezy in the house. Wheezy said, Uncle Pete is Heather? What? Old school Pete said, the wrestling lol, I'm locked out, but it's these someplace? They're someplace? I don't know what you're talking about, Wheezy. Susie said, Conchega, we're missing a crucial protein to fight viruses. No one with any negative blood type ever got AIDS, I read. Somewhere, all the folks that only got a sniffle during the beer flu were... And it stops there. Deb said, just care plan. Old school Pete said, I'm only Heather at drag nights. Sal said, Beyonce is mind control puppet. Wheezy said, I watched a video on how to skin an alligator for the incoming apocalypse. George said, lol, Pete. Alex said, yeah, remember her sketching out at the basketball match, rocking back and forward, Sal. Oh, Beyonce, yes. Old school Pete said, what the fuck you want to skin an alligator during the apocalypse for, new boots? Susie says, Ricardo Bossy legit. I don't know, but I am very wary of him. That's all I'm going to say. Deb said, it must depend on what you need. Wheezy said, for aphrodisiacal purposes. Flyby shoes, laughing at old school Pete. Out to lunch said, what about a GoFundMe? Oh, I don't know about GoFundMe. I don't know. I think they're a scam. I don't know. Deb said, yeah, out to lunch, I agree 100%. Maybe, I don't know. Wheezy said, GoFundMe for Kelly Diamond. I remember that. That's why I thought it was a scam. Because, yeah, look, Sean Atwood put someone up on there who was working as a call girl and saying she needs a home to live in, and he did a GoFundMe for her. I don't know. I don't know. Susie said, haha, it's still snowing in Quebec. No spring temps yet. Out to lunch, did they have that there? Menacing Muskrat said, yes, George. Cicada was before Q, but the two broods of cicadas that are hatching are using the exact same symbols as the puzzle. Sal said, PK is still around but got intimidated by the hidden hand in Melbourne, so doesn't post anything like that anymore. He lost about 10 channels. People stole his identity, made his life really bad. Oh, no. That sucks, Sal. Alex said, I heard the monkeys Elon put the chip in first died horrendously. Also, most of his inventions are from DARPA. He stole Neuralink from 20-odd-year-old that ended up dead about 20 years ago. Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust anything of that sort either at the moment. Sal said, sorry, maid. George said, Cicada 2012 and 2014. Weezy said any channels without any paperwork shall be lawsuited. I remember. Old School Pete said Kelly Diamond's been legally gagged. Don't know if that counts in the United States and Oz. I don't know. Maybe not. Someone should reach out to her. Shannon said, how are you, Muskie? All healed up and well? Socks is great. Zal said, never heard of that type of medical system out here in Oz, Hev. Either have I. Susie said, Tim, you rule. When did those fireworks show up? Deb said, my fellow's daughter's trying to fund her cancer the natural ways. They will not help her because she will not get the jab. Oh, really? Oh, look, that's sad. Shannon said, stomach from behind. No, it's very funny. If you break your lower back, you can feel it through your stomach. I'm telling you, the pain goes all the way through. It hurts bad. Alex said, sending you love and prayers, Deb. George said, who has Kelly been legally gagged by? Atwood? I don't know. Probably. He probably runs all her accounts anyway. I don't know. She's probably under a different name somewhere. Deb said, bless you, Alex. Old School Pete said Uncle Terence has been given protected species status by the Scots government. Wonder if JK can help because he's not been able to rip the counts. Hard going, I'm not going to lie. Weezy said, sorry to hear that, Deb. I hate cancer. Yeah. They don't encourage anybody to go holistic, okay? They want you to go their way, which is chemo and radiotherapy. Nope. Deb said, yes, do not fear. Alex said, lots of things on the way, Nursing Muskrat. George said, Scotland needs to get rid of the SNP. I think everyone needs to get rid of the DEI and equal opportunity employment and the BS, pretty much. Menacing Muskrat said, hello, Shannon. Doing well? How are you and Socks? Flyby Stew said, Funky does more tapping than a blind man's stick. Lol. Deb said, thank you, Wheezy. Old School Pete said, I call them the SMP, Scottish Muslim Party. Alex said, I think the Bible mentions have no fear over 300 times. There you go. Old School Pete said, been trying to make it stick, lol. Deb said, yes, Alex, it does. Alex said, we all need to get rid of our governments, George. Sorry. Had a little burp. Shannon said, you can't say pizza and going down in this chat. Deb said, we all miss having each other. Sal says, it's not going to go pop on Monday during the eclipse, but there'll be a sequence of events that follow that will bring down the curtains on this reality. I believe that will happen, actually, Zal. Yep. And I've got to go back because I've just jumped in the chat again. Okay. Susie said, what are your takes on the British royal family? Have they been escorted to the spa? What happened to Catherine? I think they're all being questioned. Or taken. Or, I don't know. Massive Muskrat says, Susie, yes, that story sure went quiet, eh? Hey, Maria, how you going? Alex said, we need another watch with Hev day night. Deb said, is a cicada a locust? I don't know, actually, Deb. Maria said, hi, Hev. Sal said, Hev, I work with two of the highest placed elders in the country. They are archaeologists and have some astonishing artefacts and sacred old stories passed to them. The history you're told is wrong. Okay, well, yeah, honestly, I'd like to know the truth. That's what I'm after all. I don't care. I don't want to be right. I just want the truth. That's what I want. So if I'm wrong, I will gladly eat my words and apologise. Alex said, yes, I know hitting newest comments usually work, but sometimes YouTube hide comments. There they do. Especially replies as well. George said, cicada and locust are different, Alex. Maria said, and everyone, hi, I think the word is Aboriginals are nomadic. Yeah, that's what I thought they were. Yep. Susie said, Muskrat, Louis, Charlotte and George haven't been back to school. The whole family is checking out. Zal said there's an occulted component within the Australian government that knows the same things as I do. The two elders are constantly under attack from all angles. Oh, well, tell them to be careful. Yeah, stay safe. Kenchegi Yowie said, Deb, ivermectin, cancer is a parasite. Yep. Sherry said, there are different types of cicadas, but I think some are locusts, Deb. Alex said, biggest bunch of scroungers in my opinion, royal family. I also think that was an AI video of Kate. I've worked a lot with AI and definitely looks weird, Susie. Shannon said, isn't Randy in Niagara Falls? I don't know. Around that area, I think. Luna said, good morning, all Hev fam. How you going, Luna? Good to see ya. Deb said, thank you so much, beautiful menacing. Deb said, I'm in Adelaide, South Australia. Sal said, Hev, there are 2 hidden cities in outback Australia buried in the sand. There are photos of one of them. They point to a completely different revision of our world history. Oh, there you go. Menacing Muskrat said, yes, Randy is in Ontario. There you go. Susie said, so Alex, do you think they voted Kate off the island? I think programming is broken down or she saw something she wasn't supposed to. Either way, Kate ain't coming back. Maria said, every time I type, something gets changed. I know, that happens to me too. Kanchega said, Zal, got a link. There is also a rather large channel in WA as well that extends inland. Old School Pete said, Alex, ever since I've been aware of how powerful AI is, I'm wondering if half of what we've seen over the years, such as war footage, was fake. Getting us to trust, getting something to trust anything, and that can't be good for the mind. Sal said, when the British landed, they found many of the old buildings buried in mud. Kenchegi said, Princess Kate is under protection. Menacing Muskrat said, is Beyonce the one that she said she turns into Sasha Fierce when she performed? Yep. Alex said, yeah, I didn't think cicadas and locusts were the same. I think I had a cicada in my house the other week, even though they weren't common here. Menacing Muskrat's put a dictionary of cicada. Link in there. Wheezy said, hope everyone is groovy and such. You too, Wheezy. Alex said, I think it's getting very hard to tell these days, Old School Pete. It's a good excuse for them to say lots of things are deep fake too when compromising videos come out from maybe Epstein's Island. Flyby Stew said, soft white underbelly, the Whitakers story turns out the GoFundMe been paying for drugs. What the There you go. George said, groovy as can be, Wheezy. That's why I don't trust GoFundMe though. Because there's a lot of people on there that are just milking. Old School P said, yeah, Alex, very dangerous grounds. Alex said, good, thank you. I hope you and your family are well, Wheezy. And Wheezy said, absolutely, Alex. And Menacing Muskrat said, a woman in Canadistan was jabbed and now she's paralysed and Canadian government ordered her maid, medical assisted in dying. Unbelievable. Look, I think a lot of the stories that are coming out are to wake normal people up. So, don't get too upset because, it's happened to me in the last week too. I've gone, hang on a minute. This is to wake people up. Just half the stuff the government says they're going to do or have done, they've probably done it previously, but they're not, I think this is to wake people up. A lot of that. Weezy said the CERN Collider will be running. Yes, it will be on the eclipse day, yep. Deb said, fear is the energy they feed on. Yeah, it's called lush. Weezy said, yes, it's delicious. Bugs, eat the bugs. George said, we all want the truth, Hev. Yep. That's all I want is the truth. I want the truth. I don't care if I'm wrong. I want the truth. Weezy says, still waiting for my apology, Hev. What apology? Sorry, Weezy, what did I do? What did I do? You said, just kidding in the next comment. Susie said, they say the eclipse will be a noticeable timeline jump and those of good heart and service to others will move up and the others will go, down. I hope so. I hope it's a change, this is the actual flipping, That's what I'm hoping for. Alex said, I think Willie is quite a nasty bloke behind closed doors. There's a news article from a while ago that says he screams at her and they throw stuff at each other, etc. I don't think she's coming back, Susie. Deb said, they is demons, legion, etc. Kevin said, look up the effects of bicarb on cancer. Yeah, I have looked at that too, Kevin. Damn it, Mandy, how you going? So good to see you, and if the world ends Monday, I enjoyed your channel. It won't end. No, it's just, I actually don't think much will happen other than a change. Oh, sorry, just trying to get comfortable. Okay. And Darren said, damn, I missed so much. Got here early, then lost track of time filling in the extra hour. Deb said, hello, Eyes. Good to see you, sweetie. Oh, Eyes. Said, Hev, I've sent my prayers to the Lord regarding your back and pain. God bless. Thank you. God love you. Good to see you guys. Susie said, I heard that too, Alex. They say he had a vicious temper. Wheezy said, the whole AI thing is already getting out of control. Someone showed an old pic of Trump and Epstein, Maxwell, and most of the comments were saying it was AI, lol. I saw that same picture a while ago. Yeah, it is. Someone's got, like, someone's arms too long or their legs are missing or, you know, like, there's a lot. There's a lot. And we just have to wait to find out. I believe they have a way of figuring out if it was an AI generated. Okay, where am I up to? Concheka said, Zal, our politicians worship Saturnalia. There is a black cube in the foyer of PH, Parliament House. Alex said, I feel like it's another Diana situation. And Dammit Mandy said, Georgia Bryan, good to see ya. Everyone's saying hello, Dammit Mandy. And her Eyes. Wheezy said, cicada peanut butter sandwiches. No, I still wouldn't like that. No, bugs. No, they can eat. I'll give the bugs to the chickens and then I'll eat the chickens. That sounds good to me. Old school piece at all groovy. Sal said, Conchegi Yowie, our politicians are all traitors. They're about to go down badly. Menacing Muskrat said, the solar eclipse in the comet is God's timepiece. TikTok. Alex said he has a horrible temper. Remember when Lewis hit Kate in the face, Susie? Who did? Lewis hit Kate in the face. Did you mean Lewis or someone else? Deb said, glad you can come here, Eyes. Wheezy's thinking old school Pete's Heather. I don't know what's going on here. Deb said, after the eclipse could be a new reality. That's what I'm hoping for, Deb. Concheka said, Deb, does he have any problems coming anywhere else? Oh, what's going on in here? Shannon said, loosh, Debs, yep. I said, right, I'm out. Catch you all later. Oh, what's wrong, Eyes? Don't leave. Alex said, I'm good, thank you. Hope you are well too, damn it, Mandy. Shannon said, there's a black cube in Melbourne's Federation Square. Damn it, Mandy said, if anyone watches that soft white underbelly person and comes across an interview with a man named Jeffrey Crow, he's a liar. My entire community makes fun of him. He's one of our lol cows. Oh, wow. Messing Muskrat said, hope your prophecy timeline change. Oh, Weezy said it was a joke, Miss Hev. Oh, God love you. Deb said, we love you, Eyes. And Alex said, take care, God bless, and see you soon, Eyes. Alex said, welcome back, Darren. Susie said, Alex, if you look in the photo of Kate in the car with her mother driving in Windsor, you can see the face looks different. But get up really close and you can see the eyes through the sunglasses. Deb said, I've been checking into Eyes panel. Oh, cool. I forgot to sub to poor Eyes. Sherry said, the Earth is ready to do a pole shift, so maybe the moving into a different dimension is about to happen. Yeah, there's a metaphysical or a geophysical pole shift. Have you heard of the metaphysical and geophysical pole shifts? They're different. Yeah. And I would say with a metaphysical pole shift would be the dimension. If I'm correct, I think it is. Yeah, because the geophysical pole shift is actually physical. Yeah. Alex said, yes, I've saw a picture of her with cuts and bruises on her face too. I think it's been going on a while, Susie. Oh, so he's been abusing her. Wheezy said, AI will confuse everyone as if we aren't already. I know. Believe me, I know. Susie said, absolutely terrifying, Alex. The eyes are not human. No joke. Check out the photo, Alex. Yikes. Damn it, Mandy said, AI is so dangerous. It will convict innocent people one day if it hasn't already. Yeah, well, their computer simulations can't even predict what's going to happen because look at the climate. It's supposed to be dead by now. According to computer simulations, you know. It just hasn't happened yet. Deb said, hoping you are well, sweetie. Eyes. Shannon said, cicadas get more crunch in your lunch. Eat the bugs and be happy, damn it. Alex said, I've spent a lot of time analysing photos and the video of her, Susie. Susie said, Alex, what do you think the bandaged fingers are about in Kate? George said, I've seen a few people whose eyes have changed. Where am I up to? Darren said, the best AI would be undetectable. Menacing Muskrat said it's alleged that the cube in Mecca is the cube of Saturn, and the people that walk around it are the rings of Saturn. Deb said, maybe our new food, bugs. Luna said, my youngest just told me a joke for you, Hev. How do you fix a broken pumpkin? Give it a pumpkin patch. That's a good one. Yep, I wish my back was a pumpkin. I need just a patch. Damn it, Mandy said, I remember when he hit Kate, Little Prince. Oh, really? The youngest son, he hit Kate in the face on camera. Maybe he's learnt it from somewhere. I don't know. Oh, really? Alex said, I was about to do a video about it, and then everyone started doing videos, so I didn't in the end. Alex, it doesn't matter if everyone else does it. You do yours, I reckon. Just do it. Doesn't matter if everyone else... If I did that, I'd never do a video. No, actually, I do some that then people start picking up on what I've said during my video. I don't think they've watched my video, but I just think that they've heard it around somewhere, the same kind of thing, you know? Deb said, Eyes will put a post, he will not be having any lives, so I was glad to see Eyes in our chat. Oh, there you go. That's why. Old School Pete said, if there's a time change, I hope they bring back fried chips instead of baked, and that I get to be an Adonis who's king and have a gold helicopter gunship. Good one. Yeah, I fry my own chips in lard. Susie, they're beautiful. Susie said, Alex, I listened to the Spanish interviews done by Concha Calija. She was the one who broke the story of Kate in a coma. She says she stands by her statement, says her source is impeccable. Alex said, I'll try and find the article from about 10 years ago and send it to you in the pictures, videos I've seen. Old School Pete said, and a hot wife and Snickers will be marathons again, etc. Susie said, Alex, I think the source is the Spanish nanny because apparently she's gone now and she would know. Alex said, she broke her fingers playing something, but they were bandaged for ages. Darren said, Pete, out of all that, the most important is Snickers being marathons again. Deb said, has anyone seen they had real babies, Cabbage Patch? No. Darren said, and Starburst back to Opal Fruits. Old School Pete said, yep, had to sort the Snickers out. It's a must. Alex said, yeah, I saw that with the Spanish nanny. She was the nanny for years, so she must have seen a lot. Now she's no longer employed by them. Lots of staff have not seen her for months, Susie. Ooh, okay. With that, I'm going to go, guys. I'll see you over on Rumble in about 5-10 minutes, and I'll do the rest of the news over there. Okay, guys, much love. Thanks for joining me, and see you over on Rumble. Okay, guys, bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.